This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Talking Heads with Naughty and MJ is brought to you by Mahamar, Burger King, Easy Car Sales, Fine Threads, Island Luck, John's Department Store, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Prince Masters, and Tropical Gyros.
I got a fine bonefish fully to catch me some. See, when it comes to bone fishing, he's number one. He's bonefish fully. He's so meek and lowly. He's the one and only. Red Bay, Shallow Flats, and Garden Key are his drops in the bite. He say that's where they does be. For many years he been taking out celebrities. Like U.S. President Nixon, he's legendary. He's bonefish fully. Man so meek and lowly. Bonefish fully. He's the one and only.
And good afternoon, good day. It's another Talking Heads Thursday. This is your boy Pearly in the house here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. I am so happy to be back here with you. Hope everybody's doing good. But guess what? We can get right. I have some special guests at first, but right after that, we can get right into it, and we can have you be talking heads. And let me tell you how to do that.
Here's how you can become a talking head. Brought to you by BTC.
Pick up your phone, and you're going to dial 323-6232. Excuse me, 325-4316, 325-4259, or toll free 242-300-5720. And guess what? If you feel like texting No One Talk, just text me at 422-4796. I want to hear from you. We're going to talk. We can get in some things, but we can talk to my special guest before we get into those. But guess what? We need to find out what's going on in the headlines today, and we'll get to that right now.
It's time for Headliners. Everything that's making headlines in the 242. Brought to you by the Fine Threads.
So let's see what's going on The Guardian today. Interesting stuff. Deficit at $342 million. Government still projects a $75 million surplus this year. And maybe we can get into that. Government arrears double. BBDF preparing for possible influx of Cuban migrants, Commodore says. And Rubio pushes for reinvigorated relationships with CARICOM. And what's going on in the business section today? Oh boy, let's see. Government moves resolution for $1.86 million Afro-Caribbean marketplace loan. Moxie, OAG finalizing acquisition of International Bazaar site, that's in Grand Bahama. OAS hosting workshop in the Bahamas on EU's Just Transition Fund. And acclaimed author speaker John Maxwell to headline Leadership Summit. There you got it in the headlines. It is so good to be here. I'm so happy the weather is starting to warm up. It ain't good when you live by yourself in the cold, you know? That ain't fun. But I'm so happy. I have some special guests here with me today. A dear friend from Chile. He has a job. I thought his job was just running. My good friend Marcel Major from Roadrunners.
Yes, up early. It's good
Welcome.
to be here. It's good to be home.
And we have the beautiful Tamika Roberts from the Kidney Association.
Yes.
I going to say foundation. No, it's association. so glad to have you. How you guys doing?
We're good. Happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Tell me what's happening. I know you sent me one flyer, and I almost talked about the wrong road race. And I'm like, I'm going to get in trouble there. So Marcel, tell me what's coming up.
Okay, we got March 7th. March 7th is the big day. We have the Kidney Association Fun Run Walk. This
Hold
one is
on. You say
special.
March 7th. It was just Christmas last week.
You
That's
see that?
right.
We're in March already.
Either we having fun or things rough. But so what's happening on March 7th?
March 7th, we got the Kidney Association's Fun Run Walk, and this one is special. Very special because you get an opportunity to give back. And Kidney is one of those organizations that really don't get much attention.
That's right.
And so we are happy that to be able to bring awareness to the kidney, to those who are suffering from kidney disease or whatever have you. So March 7th is going to be the big day for you to give back and to participate.
And it's a fun run walk.
It's a fun run walk.
No excuse. If you don't have to run, you can walk it.
And there's no excuse. It's a push. You can cycle, you can walk, you can skate.
Yes.
But just come on down and support. Spend your little $35. And
ain't
guess
bad.
what? This is one of the events that gives cash prize for the winners.
Okay.
Very few of them give cash prize. So we have $2,800 in cash prize in our pool for
Wow.
you to be able to take part of.
That is
So for
wonderful.
$35, you can make almost like I'd say about what, 400%?
Yeah, that's good. That sounds like
on
a plan to me.
your investments, but not only that, you also be giving back.
Now, if I come, it's only a donation because Pearly little out of shape.
Yeah, so it's more. The registration is $35 per person, and it's on. The registration is on Four Seasons Race Management's website, and I'd let Miss Tamika Roberts tell you all about the Kidney Association.
So, Tamika, tell us about the Kidney Association. You're the founder, I understand.
Yes, the
So,
founder.
you know I can get you to talk your business just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a
okay?
little bit. Just
Yeah.
a little bit.
Uh-huh.
No problem. So the association was founded. We got our nonprofit license April of 2021.
Okay.
And so this is our 5th year. And this year we have a lot of initiatives. Of course, on March 7th is the race day, and we kick off with that fun activity. We want to get people active and involved. Kidney disease is something that can't be prevented. So the two main causes are hypertension and diabetes. And so we want people to lace up their shoes, come out, wear green, and get active. And this is for awareness. This is for their health. This is to give back, like Marcel said, in a meaningful way, and to also show support to those that have to go through this journey. Dialysis is 3 times a week, 4 hours each day. So it's a part of showing them support as well.
I have a very dear friend from Chippingham, Janice. You know Nisi from Tyler Street, who goes through dialysis, and they try to talk to her every day. They don't see her every day, but we text each other on a daily, and she says a prayer to me every day. So I'm so grateful for that prayer. What association? What exactly do you do? I know it ain't no partying or nothing like
I
that.
know, it ain't only partying. No. We have our parties in December, but it's not only
Okay.
partying. So
Okay.
what we do for the community, and especially those in the kidney community, is we have monthly meetings for support group,
Okay.
a support group session, and
yes.
this would include dialysis patients and support members. We also have a medication assistance program where we
Okay.
give back 4 medications to dialysis patients for free, and that would be the Nepro, the Neprovite, the alpha calcidol, and calcium carbonate, better
Okay.
known as Tums. And
Okay.
these medications, persons on dialysis can get this for free.
Wonderful.
Last year, we also started our dialysis project where we are also raising funds for dialysis machines.
Okay.
And we were able to donate a dialysis machine last year to PHA.
Okay.
And we want to keep this going. And so the funding that will be raised for the race and for our Emerald Soiree, which is also a signature event during March,
Okay.
It's all going back into the community to help these persons.
And I'm glad you said that you donated a dialysis machine, because I have a particular call, and I'm sure he's going to call in. Right?
I was going to say, I was going to invite him to come on to the
and
Marvin
he
stuff.
goes to dialysis, and he complains every time about the lack of machines and the lack of things that the proper material, the proper medicines, and everything's needed there. What do we have to do to get it right?
Conversation continues.
Okay.
It continues
Yes.
at the table with the Minister of Health. It also continues with the administrators at the Public Hospital Authority. And I can say the relationship that the association has with the Minister of Health and with the administrators at PHA is good, and it continues to grow. We continue the conversation with them. Efforts are being made to definitely make life better, this journey better for dialysis patients. And we are pleased with how the conversations are going. Can more be done? Absolutely. And so And in a way that this can be done is through each person being responsible for their health, even
Yes.
before you get to dialysis. And that is what this race is all about. This race is about you, me, Bahamians on a whole, just taking responsibility for our own health, being active, knowing our numbers, making sure that we're in good health so that we don't end up on dialysis.
Now, you said something interesting, knowing our numbers.
Yes.
Now, I know my AC1, my A1C tells me what my sugar's been at for over a period of time.
Right.
All right. So when you say numbers, is just that or some other numbers that someone should be looking at to see where you are in terms of a healthy kidney or like that?
But I will encourage persons to have their annual checkups. And the two main causes for kidney failure are hypertension and diabetes. And we are people of color. So people of color, the risk is higher for kidney disease, hypertension, and diabetes. So I would just encourage us all to have our annual checkups. Don't miss a year.
I don't ever.
Right. And when you go to the doctor, ask the doctor specifically, how are my kidneys? The
Okay.
kidneys are so important and it's overlooked. And most times, once we have kidney disease, it's too late. We're either in stage 4 or 5. That's when symptoms start to show. So
Yeah.
it's better to have these annual checks, know your numbers, know what your blood work looks like. Don't take for okay.
You know,
'Cause
Bahamian,
how
everything is
Bahamian-
gas.
everything is go
Everything
take
is
some
gas.
drink some tea and go lay down. Exactly. So don't take that pain for granted. If you're having it, it's nagging, it's bothering you, it's uncomfortable.
And when you
go
say
to the
that pain,
doctor.
where is that pain?
Well, most times for kidney disease, it happens in the back.
Okay.
But there are so many symptoms of kidney disease that can mimic other things.
Okay.
And so it's best just to go to the doctor
make sure
and have
you're
that.
good.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now this is just a little bit of your business here,
Okay,
right?
a little bit.
How
a
did
little
you
bit.
get to why and how did you get to become to form the Kidney Association? What made you want to be? What motivated you to do that?
Say a little bit of my business. I think Marcel tell you something. I think Marcel
yeah, but
tell
I
you
ain't
something.
gonna, you know I ain't gonna talk it. I'm probably not gonna keep your mouth shut.
Let her
now.
talk in it.
I ain't gonna talk it.
Well, back in 2018, my family was affected. And
Okay.
so I found out that my brother had kidney failure, and we went through the process. And I was, I guess, the person that went through all of the testing and was able to donate to him. So I was able to donate to
be
my
the
brother
glory.
in 2018, yes. And so it was a whole process. While we were going through the process, we came back and somebody from the radio media heard our story.
Okay.
They interviewed us. And people have been calling us from then and just wanting more information.
Super.
We were looking for actually an avenue to direct them.
Okay.
We were not able to find one. The Bahamas Kidney, the Kidney Foundation, I think that's been around for some time. They weren't active, and so
Okay.
I got in contact with Dr. Ada Thompson.
Okay.
And
Wonderful
over a
lady.
period, yes, wonderful lady, and she supports us. And we're really grateful for her
Super,
support.
super.
And so over a period of time, she just asked if I would be able to take it on, and I told her yes.
And that is wonderful.
Yes.
And you can't, walking in, we talked a little bit
Yes,
about it.
yes.
I don't want to say anything, but sometimes it's important to tell your story to
Yes.
encourage other people.
Yes.
And kidney failure is a lot of people in the Bahamas go through it.
Yes.
But we don't talk about it. We
They
talk
don't
about
talk
cancer,
about
we
it.
talk
Yes,
about it.
they don't talk
HIV,
about
but
it.
we don't talk about it.
No, they don't. And I'm hoping that, over the years that people would come forward. More people would come forward. This year we have an open public session that's on March 14th. And we're inviting the public to come out.
And when? Tell us.
That is going to be at the University of the Bahamas on March 14th at 4:30. We have our calendar of events out on social media and on our website. So, there's a lot that's happening during March to educate the people.
So if people want more information, where can they go? Who can they call? Do you have a social media
We have-
presence? So what do they have to do?
We have a social media presence, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We also have our office, and TikTok. We have on Mount Royal Avenue in the Mount Royal Plaza. The telephone number there is 436-1317.
Say it again.
436-1317.
You have office hours?
We have office hours. Well, during March, we will be there every day between 10 and 2.
Okay.
10 and 2, but it's best to call.
Yes.
March is very busy for us, but we should be there every day for the month of March.
And because this is Kidney Awareness Month?
March is Kidney Awareness Month. We
Super.
kick off with our church service on the 1st. Then we have the race
Well, where
on
you
the
going to church?
7th.
Come on, you got this your chance to tell the world.
Evangelistic Temple at 11 a.m. We're
Okay.
asking asking persons to come out and support. Wear your green. Green is the color for March.
Okay.
So we're asking persons to wear green. Come out to Evangelistic Temple. Wear green on March 7th.
For me, a soccer is kind of hard to wear green, And next thing, look, they think I like it QC, right?
St. John's.
Oh, St. John's.
You can lay that down for March.
No, that is so hard to do. It's
Lay
so-
it down for March.
Okay.
So, and then on the 14th, of course, the open session, that would be at the University of the Bahamas. On March 15th, we have a cooking demo that would be partnership with Doctors Hospital and Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity, where kidney patients...
Phi Beta, that's who? That's what their nickname is?
Sigmas. They said
The Sigmas.
the blue.
Okay, that's okay.
The
Okay.
blue,
All right, the royal blue, yeah.
Yeah, so they're
My
sponsoring
son
that
is a
event.
cute dog, so that's what's sure.
I was gonna mix up too.
I mean, I know he's a person.
Yes.
Okay.
And so they're sponsoring that event. And then on March 28th, we have our gala event that will be at Margaritaville under the distinguished patronage of the Governor General.
Okay.
Our title sponsor is J.S. Johnson. So shout out to J.S.
Yes,
Johnson.
they do a lot of good stuff.
Yes, and we're so grateful that they've come on board. We also have our diamond partners who are the Kidney Center and Eden Well, also a diamond partner. Who we have MedNet.
Okay.
And so we're really excited. You know, more and more persons are coming on board. This is a community effort.
yes.
You know, one Bahamas, many stories within the kidney community, one fight. And so we want to bring the entire community together just to uplift these persons and then to also promote kidney health.
Wonderful. So March 7th, let's get back to we keep talking about the road race. But no,
Yes.
you know, you do these things, but the purpose, you know, and I have to give hats off to my good friend and brother Marcel and his
Yes.
wife that their organization do
Yes.
four races themselves,
Yes,
and then I think you work
absolutely.
with 3 or 4 other races too.
Yeah, we are contracted to manage and execute other events. Anybody who's want to have an event, they can give us a call. Four Seasons Race Management, 804-8595. This is what we do. My wife usually say that is our ministry.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's our way of giving back, our
Amen.
way of doing what we love to do.
Uh-huh.
And racing is our thing.
Yes.
And you run every day, right?
Almost. You think I got it, but my wife.
No, I know. I admire that.
Me.
And, you know, and it's wonderful to see couples that do things like this together. Who usually who's found first?
Boy.
Do it. I mean, in the racing part. Now. I mean, on the road.
I usually phone when it's time. I don't like to get out of bed.
Okay. So
She always like to Rami, it's time to go. Let's go. I said, "Man, you sure we got to run today?" But she
a
like,
couple, and that's wonderful.
yeah, boy. It's
So
good.
March 7th, give us the details again.
Well, it's March 7th. The event is 6:30, Goodman's Bay.
You start at 6:30.
6:30.
So the gun goes up. So you got to be there 5:30.
You got to be there about
5:30.
6, quarter to 6.
Okay.
Something like that. And then we're going to have a warm-up by J Fitness.
Okay.
And the route is from Goodman's Bay to Sandals.
Mm-hmm.
That's the walkers route.
Uh-huh.
And the runners route is from Goodman's Bay to Sandyport.
So you're going the other way because normally y'all come towards Bay Street. I mean,
No,
towards-
you by our key.
Yes, yes,
No, we
yes.
are Goodman's Bay this time.
Okay.
March 7th. The
Okay.
entry, the cost is $35. We like to say it's a donation.
It's a
Yes.
donation.
It's not really
yes.
a cost.
It's not.
Yes.
It's a
It's
donation.
a donation to a worthy cause
Uh-huh.
to the kidney soul.
And you want you to wear green.
Please.
Green, but you will not only that, you also get a swag bag and
Okay.
a green shirt.
Wonderful.
Everybody gets a finisher's medal.
Okay.
And like I say, there's $2,800 worth of
Now,
cash
if I get
prizes
up,
up
please
for
don't
grabs.
take no picture of me in green because I would hate Sean Turnquist and them to come and say, you'll have a QC now.
So we have a cash prize for the walkers and the runners.
Uh-huh.
The female walker, the winner gets $400.
Super.
The second place person gets $200, and the third place gets $100. That's walkers and runners.
We shouldn't then get money back.
Hey, you ever see?
Okay.
That's right.
So a lot of people just want to come. I want people to come not because of what we're offering as cash prize, but come to give back to a
Cause.
worthy cause. It's going to be an amazing event. The registration, it's on Four Seasons Race Management's
my next,
website. It's FOUR Seasons Race Management.com. Our website, you just scroll down and you'd see the Kidney Association.
Is there registration on site or you have to make sure you
We
register
don't
before
want
that?
to encourage it
Okay.
because
I know.
you know how we go.
I
We're
know.
very last minute, but we're trying to break people and our participants out of that mode.
Yeah, I
We
understand.
want you to register in advance.
So
because-
only on the website, or can you come to?
You can come to the office as well. Our office, we will have forms there for persons who don't want to
And
do
it's on
the-
Mount Royal Avenue.
Mount Royal Avenue in the Mount Royal Plaza.
And that's what number that is? Number something.
I don't know which
You
number
me?
that is on the building, but you know
People's asking the
where
number of my house, and I used to have to run outside and look.
you know where multi-discount corner is on Mount Royal Avenue.
Yes, yes.
So it's the pink building right on the
I know
the
that.
corner
I know
there,
that
right
building.
there.
Yes,
Mhm,
yes, super.
right there.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell us?
No, just register.
Just
We want you to
come out.
register
We
in
need
advance. Come
500
out.
people out there
We need
minimum.
1,000
Five,
people.
that's right. That's what we want.
1,000 people.
Yes.
We want 1,000 people. We want you to register. We want you to be aware of the Kidneys
Yes.
Association,
Yes.
that they do exist.
Yes.
Yes.
There are other non-profit organizations out there as well, but there's also the Kidney
Yeah.
Association.
And we can,
Yes.
anything to do with health and to help, encourage to
Yes.
make our country a better. Because we're very sick people.
We are
And not
very
mentally.
sick.
I mean, some
We
of us
are.
mentally
No,
do
we-
it. But we're sick
we
people
are.
when we look at the obesity,
We
look
are.
at the cancer rate we have.
Yes.
We look at the HIV, kidneys.
And,
so it's important that we give back and help those of us who can still do it to help, so we don't have to come to this.
Yeah, we want you to adopt that healthy lifestyle. you know,
Yes.
Be able to get off the control. Come out and walk. People say, man, I can't walk no 3 miles. But I always usually say that for most, especially for women, they would go in the mall and walk up and down, up and down.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And that's
oh,
almost
yeah.
like 10K. 10K
yeah.
is 6 miles, and they wouldn't realize it.
I did obey one time.
yes.
And it had me walking up and down. Like when I checked
And
my
that's
watch,
more than
I
a-
did over 12,000 steps.
Exactly. And so people say, man, I can't walk no 5K, no 10K,
Yeah.
or no 3 miles. But they would just walk up and down.
Yes.
But healthy lifestyle, I usually say that movement is medicine. So the
Yes.
more you move, the less money you have to
You
spend.
hear that, mommy?
on
yes.
You got to move, Burley. You have to move.
So happy to have you here with me. I wish you all the success. Wonderfully meeting you.
Yes.
My special guest,
Thank
Tamika
you.
Roberts from the Bahamas Kidney Association.
Yes.
And of course, my dear Chippenite.
Yes, sir. Chippenite.
Marcel Major from Four Seasons running.
Four Seasons race
I
management.
keep saying running man, race management. And you
Yes.
come here, we
I
interview
feel
you
like
at
I'm
least 8
home,
times
man.
a year.
Yeah, more than that. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm at home.
They don't ask you for no guest host thing. You just like, give me my guest host fee. But so happy to have you. Wish you all the luck.
Yes, thank you.
And I put this pledge from Pearly to you.
Yes.
Anything that the Kidney Association is doing,
Yes.
please reach out to me.
Yes.
I will be more than happy to have you come back and talk about it and give some information, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Anything for Pretty Lady, eh?
Thank you.
Register, folks. Register. FourSeasonsRaceManagement.com.
This is Pearly here with my special guest, Marcel Major, Tamika Roberts, talking about the Road Race March 7 for the Kidney Association. Please check them out. This is Pearly on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. When we get back, we can get into it.
So proud to be the Heeman. Yes! Man, no walk like you know. How a Heeman gonna? Watch this. See, eyes of a Heeman, I love to compete. But when my side lose, I say they cheat. See, eyes of a Heeman, and I like the Finns. I like the Lakers too, but only when they win. Eyes of a Heeman, shopping is a bang. Go Miami for 2 days, come back talking with slang. See, eyes of a Heeman, I come with a price.
Hey, Nassau, get ready for the new and bold Barbecue Crispy King at Burger King. 2 100% flame grilled patties, stacked with that irresistible onion crunch you love, smoky barbecue sauce, crisp bacon, and melted cheddar, all on a buttery brioche bun. Mmm, crunch, bacon, cheese, flame grilled flavor. Swing by any of Burger King's 6 Nassau locations and taste the new Barbecue Crispy King today. Burger King Nassau, where taste is on fire.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Refined style with elegant taste, then Fine Threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, then Fine Threads is your place. If you want to look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video, want to step out and look great? then Fine Threads is your place. Refined style with elegant taste, then Fine Threads is your place. Is your place. Is your place.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
It's time for the buzz. What are you buzzing on? Brought to you by John's Shoes.
Lord, where you think this man is, man? All day I been home with these little baby kids. And he reached for me. Huh? Well, anyway, I gonna call down the road to see if he down this place down the road. And if he down there, there gonna be some problems. Because guess what? I got a headache and I tired, man. Every other night, Andrew would call round tell him nice little wife he gotta work late. But he go to the bar to catch a few with the boys. Let dummy knows. Now Andrew say, man, you gotta be the king of your house. So make up your mind if you're gonna be mine or mine. The bartender shot across the room. If Andrew there, Andrew said he boy to tell him I here. And she said, tell her all I here. He better come on now. With these little children he got, they crying for their pop. 'Cause he wouldn't like it if I hadn't come to that bar. So tell her I ain't here, he better come now. Listen, y'all better tell Andrew get to this phone now. Because he wouldn't like me to come down there to that bar. Not tonight. You hear me? Now Andrew tell the bartender man, let me make this clear. The next time my wife calls this bar, tell her I ain't here. This woman gotta leave him alone. But his wife called her bar, she heard his voice over the phone. And she said, tell her all I ain't here, he better come on now. Boy, this man better come on now, you know. Oh, these little children he got, they crying for their you ain't hear all this noise they making in here. For their 'cause he wouldn't like it if I hadn't come to that bar. Boy, let me tell you something. He in big trouble if I gotta go down the road. So tell her I ain't here, he better come now. And he know how we behaving, woman, go. He better come on now. Andrew tell the bartender man.
And welcome back to our Talking Heads Thursday here on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM. I had to have a second interview after we come up here just now with my guests. Wonderful talking to them. Hope everybody's good. Let me read these couple of texts. Awesome, good show. Thank you so much, my brother. Here we go. Good afternoon, Pearlie. Listen, I checked in a customer today who had this thick Spanish accent. This customer gave me a Bahamian passport that indicated that she was born in New Providence. Pearlie, no one can tell me we're not selling our birthright. They're easily in their 30s, so there's absolutely no way English was a native language. Wow. Bothered me to no end. It's one thing to be naturalized, but born in New Providence, no way. I'm hearing every day, I'm hearing all kind of stories. All kind of stories. I don't know if they're true. I don't know if they're made up. Hearing that people are getting taken to register and they holding their passport until election day. I don't know. It's alleged. I don't know. But if this is happening, people be in problems. And it goes to something I'm going to say every time I come on air. Get out and exercise your right to vote. It gives you a voice. I don't want to hear this foolishness. I don't want to hear this craziness that it don't make no sense voting. There ain't nothing can change. This ain't gonna happen. Then don't say nothing when you're mad at the road got pothole in it. Don't say nothing when you're mad at this ain't happening if you don't vote. Your vote counts. I can give you examples where people lose their seat by 2 votes, by 4 votes, by less than 50 votes. Get out and register. Young people, take note and take charge of your country because you ain't gonna have no country. See that man next door to us? He getting tough on immigration. So don't think, I can just park him and go to the States. It ain't gonna work that easy anymore, people. Get that in your head. It's not gonna work that easy anymore. This is your home. This is your country. Do not abandon it. Do not turn your back on it. Register. If you're a first-time voter, if you've never registered to vote, go and register. I ain't telling people to do that later, but now I tell you, go and register. And when election day comes, get out there and vote. Last election, they had the lowest voter turnout in the history of the Bahamas. In the history of the Bahamas. The lowest voter turnout, a little over 60%. We don't have that in our country. You got countries, our region. In our region. You got countries around the world where people cannot vote. You know how good you got it as a Bahamian to be able to get out there and vote? And y'all can let that slide and don't participate in the process? You gotta take you gotta take your country more serious and want to see it grow. I saw a video from the late Miles Monroe, God rest his soul. And he says if you don't pay attention, people who do not speak your language can overrun you in your own country. You're going to lose your identity as a Bahamian. You think John Canoe could die like that? Let me bring it some close home to some people. We have to get out and support our process. He ain't telling you to vote PLP. He ain't telling you to vote FNM. He ain't telling you to vote yet. I'm telling you to go out there, register if you're not registered, transfer if you've moved, transfer your vote. It's not a hard process. I went and transferred from Seabreeze to Fort Charlotte. I ready to vote. Got my purple card. I did the biometrics. That's an option. You don't have to do that. But I like how that little hard card, like a credit card in my wallet. So wherever I go, I can put it out and say I'm a registered voter in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Because I take pride in participating in the election process. I take pride in going there and marking my X with a person that I feel I want to see represent me. Sometimes that person I voted for won. Sometimes they did not. But I have a right to cuss my government out today if I don't like what they do because I vote. I have a right to cuss the opposition out if I don't like what they do because I vote. So I don't want, and I can tell you this now, people, I don't want nobody come to be complaining, but the government ain't doing this if you ain't vote. I don't want nobody complaining, but the government ain't doing this ain't right, fix this road because you ain't register. You pay your taxes to do things that you should vote so you have a voice in what's going on in your country. Because if you don't, some other people will run your country for you. You don't take me serious, Don't take Pearlie serious. Take all right. I ain't getting for that. I don't care. It ain't gonna work like that. Because one day you can come around and realize you can see a sign and say, yes, we speak English in your own Bahamas. Text says, good day, Pearlie. How come government using prisoners to clean up the candidates' area is not okay? Now, I got a problem with that. And I ain't overuse my friend. We've known each other for 100 years. You're wrong, my brother. And then let me say this. If you can get prisoners to clean up parks in Southern Shores, I go on park in Chippenham that need to clean up. And I see a park in Baintown. And I see some other places need to clean up. Then let everybody go in Marco City, the Pintard area. Go in Baintown to Wade Watson area. Go in St. Anne's. Go in and take prisoners to clean up like that. But what you're doing is when you do that, you're taking a job from Bahamians who on the road who being good. What you're doing is you're not helping flow money through the economy. And what you're doing is you're using your connection to do these things, and that is not right. That is not right. Pearlie, next text. Pearlie, I told you that the PLP will vote the rest. Don't have to. Let them stay home again. We will be free sailing. You see? Just asking your brother people, get out and register if you never registered. Get out and vote if you've never voted. And if you are voting, if you haven't voted the last time, vote again. Texas says, I love it. I'm a registered voter and I'm with you. I appreciate that. Texas says, you could easily born here and move away as a baby. That person is not thinking reasonably. And you know what? That is so true. That is so true. I remember that immigration made a raid on a number of Chinese people, Chinese descent, Chinese, took over 20 of them. But when they checked it out, a lot of them were born here, Bahamians. Born here, moved away, went away to school and all that, and came back home. So it is possible that people could be born here in New Providence, and parents could move them away from a baby, and after they get 18, they realize, I want to be home in my country. And they go home, and their accent isn't there. That is so true. That can happen. That can so happen. But people, like I say, register. Transfer if you've moved. But for God's sake, participate in the process. It is so important. Do not take it for granted. And I'm talking to you young people. Listen to Uncle Pearlie. Do not take it for granted. Caller, you on the air. How you doing?
Yeah, bless up.
My brother, what's happening?
Yeah, I just beat your brother the other day.
Okay.
Now listen, man, the lot of you just discussed, I don't think it's plain and simple like that because as it relates to the text and what the person said, who they checked in or whatever, et cetera, related to that conversation, someone could call and just comment on what I'm about to say. But I mean, for me, the question then would be if the father is Bahamian or what. So if you're born here and mother and father is Bahamian and you move away, obviously citizenship. But what happens if both parents are foreigners and you're born here and you move away? Then the Constitution specifically states in order for residency or citizenship, you must be residing here for 10 years. So is this a conundrum? Or am I dumb? I'm just saying.
No, you're getting a little technical.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I understand your point.
These things are very intricate. You know, I am a science enthusiast. I don't really call it politics because it's all tricks, right?
Uh-huh.
And remember now that psychology is an integral part in the armamentarium of politicians. They play psychological ops on the people.
Yeah.
You see it now, right, with all the gaslighting. I listened to Lang, and I didn't get a chance to call in, but you know, I like Lang political review. I sit back and actually enjoyed it today. You know what I mean? But
okay.
It is what it is. It's not as simple. So maybe someone could clear it up because why have it in the Constitution? So someone arrives here. And so, and Pearlie, one would be very naive or feeble-minded to believe that everyone who has a citizenship here or residency was here for 10 years or the prerequisites are stated in the Constitution. I didn't write the BF. Give thanks, yeah.
I understand what you're saying. And you know, I have a dear friend who I grew up with, family, both Bahamians, mother and father, born and raised in the Bahamas, Bahamians. At the end of the day, decided that they wanted to move to the United States, and the girl was poor. And if I talk to her now, she got a serious American accent, and she wants to come back home to the Bahamas. And she's working towards that. So it can happen. Call you on there. How you doing?
Hey, Pearlie.
Hey, how you doing, my brother?
Anyway, I can leave the pearly gates alone because you ain't interested in that right now. Pearlie, the thing is, let's suppose now, when you come to these food safety regulations that seem to be behaving good in Canada, but it doesn't work in the Bahamas because you was talking about the dialysis machine and what. Imagine you have artificial additives and dyes and preservatives in your food. You think I need my kidney to be preserved by an additive? That's why certain foods can't enter Canada. But they seem to be easily entering here. That's why certain persons cannot enter Canada, but they seem to be easily invited here. when you look at a population
You
of
sharp,
12
you know.
million
You
people
sharp.
living- huh?
You sharp. Continue, my brother.
Yeah, I can do the comparison between the food, the kidney disease, and the immigration disease. You feel me now, eh?
I feel in you. I felt you from the day one.
Yeah, but Pearly, how do you curtail, how do you manage when you have 11 million people living 200 miles away from you and want to come and take over or at least get inside and realize it's easy now to take over because the government is making it easy. The government isn't telling you you don't have to have this, that. The government is actually giving you easy route. Allegedly, the government is facilitating your passport to come and take over.
See, and I got a problem with that, one of the things by Michael Pintar I admire, he said, and I heard this today, that's why I'm bringing it up. If you come to the Bahamas illegally, there's no pathway to citizenship. That right there get me looking at him in a different light. There's no pathway to citizenship.
But don't you think it's too late now for what he's doing? Because these gentlemen...
It's never too late to save your country, brother. Never too late to try to
without
save your
war,
country.
Maybe, yeah. Okay, I understand without war, because without war, you can't charge me for murder. But that's the only way we're looking at perhaps having to save our country, because the government is facilitating giving away the country.
So if you don't like what you're doing, you do something about it, eh? Vote.
Yeah, but I would like to be able to do something before I have to vote, because voting is seemed to be already tied up. What I mean is the government has passed a way to take all the citizenry vote, because you know how I don't want to say that because then you're going to ask me for proof. But it is comparatively alleged that even though I may vote with my biometrics, it may actually show up for somebody else's vote. And governments could do that.
No, see now, they ain't get to the electronic voting yet. The biometric, that's a card you can show and just give you permission to go and mark your X on a piece of paper.
So there's still a chance to save our country.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
I love you, Pearly.
I love you more. Take care, brother. Read this text. So what happened to roads and parks? Don't they have ownership of that process of the who cleans the park, or did the overruns of funds make their involvement impossible? Good question, because the chairman of the Roads and Parks has yet to tell us how the overrun has happened and what has been done. Because I drive about a lot of parks and don't look right. So for Obi Roberts to go get prisoners to clean up a park that Brother Barnaby and his team, or who he give contracts to, whatever, should be doing, or if it's based on what the current member of parliament say, fish don't smell right. Call you on the air. How you doing?
Well, good afternoon.
Hey, my brother.
Everything's good?
I good, Thank God for life. And then, my knee hurting, so I said, thank God for it hurting, because that means I know I'm alive. I can feel it.
Yeah, absolutely correct, my brother. Yeah, this immigration situation and the upcoming general election is a bone of contention.
Yes.
First and foremost, I would like to hear what is the numbers of the persons who came here illegally. What are the numbers of the persons who came illegally was given pathway to citizenship in this country? And don't say it didn't happen or it isn't happening, because it is happening.
Yeah, I believe it's happening.
I know it's happening. The mere fact that you have persons holding the Bahamian documents and cannot speak a lick of English, it tells you everything that you need to know.
Brother, if I in that polling station and somebody comes and can't speak English, I can go berserk. I challenging them, because that ain't happen not in my country. No, man.
Okay. The thing is, then, we talk about this deed poll situation. When are we going to abolish this nonsense? You are bloodline is your bloodline. So pretend as if you're somebody's bloodline when you're not part of that bloodline.
Oh, you mean by they changing the name?
Yeah.
I see some
bunch of nonsense.
I see in the papers one my my lady daughter called Rob and say, my name ain't much as in Nassau. How come all these people got the same last name as me now?
Yeah. And we're not taking this matter as serious as we would like to.
We need to. I agree.
Here is the most dangerous part that many Bahamians today still have not grasped. And that is, you're allowing another nation, another people from another nation, come in here, assume your identity, false identity, changing their names, giving the most precious document of any nation is your official document. They have these. They have no allegiance to the country. They have no allegiance to the Bahamian people. They have no allegiance to our way of life. They want to come and impose the way of life that they are accustomed to from wherever they came from. They have no love for us, but yet we must embrace them and treat them kind when they are basically stabbing us in the back. It's a bunch of nonsense.
I agree.
I can tell you this much. This election coming, whether you want to believe it or not, we thought the last election was a pivotal turning point. This one here in particular is that turning point. It's not the matter of being xenophobic. It's the matter of having a love, dignity, and respect for the country and the way of life that we have lived in this country. Now, if they don't want to follow the way how we live here, then they don't deserve to be here.
Yes.
You see, and we have to be very honest, very succinct. We cannot be playing with these people. I do not blame to a certain extent because many of them here are illegal, but we're giving them legal status.
Yes.
And then finally, the people who are supposed to be protecting the Bahamas and the Bahamian people, i.e., the Bahamas government, and even if the operatives are in the most strategic places, such as our immigration department, such as our national security department, such as our Royal Bahamas Police Force, such as our defense force, and we see the atrocities that's going on, when are we going to find people who are serious about returning the dignity, respect, and the imagery of what the Bahamas truly stands for? This is a bunch of nonsense what's going on, and we are too silent, and definitely the Bahamian people are too passive because we play political party politics instead of protecting and guarding the heritage and the sanctity of the Bahamas that is our home. That's all I can say for now.
Well said, my brother. You know,
and I get angry
I know.
when I see learned Bahamians who have enough intelligence and respect to see what's going on, and they decide to play the part with the enemy to downgrade our country in the manner that we are. Thanks for taking my call.
Me and you is buckheads, but I got to agree with you on this one. Amen. Well said, my brother. Well said. Call you on the air. How you doing? Do not listen to your radio. Listen to your phone. Are you there, caller? Well, call back. Call back. When you call people, it's a slight delay in case one of your words slip. So don't listen to your radio. Don't listen to your TV. Go on your phone and listen to me. Oh, I need to say a special hello to the best sister-in-law in the world. I want to say hi to Kim, who's listening to me from Florida. Love you, sis. Love you more. Love you more than you somebody else would. Love you like cook food. And so happy to know you're listening. And I want to thank, I say thank to my sister-in-law, Kim, but I want to thank all of you guys who listen. Everybody, everywhere I go that says, Pearlie, I was listening to you. I was in Freeport the other day. Pearlie was listening to you. That is such a good feeling. And it's just we're here for to listen, to share, to impart knowledge to you, to get a discussion going so we can find out the pulse of our nation. That's all it's about, This is a hobby for Pearlie. I have fun doing this. I enjoy being here. I enjoy talking to you. I enjoy listening to you. Sometimes they say I let people talk too long, but I'm not going to allow you to do that because I want to hear what you have to say. What you say, Mr. Producer? Should I continue doing that stuff? Call you on there. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Pearlie?
I'm good. Sparky, you can behave now.
Man, I always behave.
Okay.
It's just like before I even open my mouth, you won't give me 30 seconds. But I just said,
Sparky, talk to me.
They run out of breath. We listen to them. We understand.
But what's on your mind today, Sparky?
Hello?
What's on your mind today? What's up?
From 1994.
Uh-huh.
If you was around then when the radio waves was opened by Honorable Hubert Alexander English.
Yes. I was the first sales and marketing manager for one of the new stations.
Said that it was told by that Mr. Spindler said he sent her Haitian back. Her Haitian. Lots of brokers say, man, all the people we sent back either was here illegally or they did not have work permit. But I didn't know that you had a Haitian. How can anybody own a Haitian? It's my Haitian.
The slavery is not allowed in this country, so you're talking about it.
But you ain't got no what they call it? You're on a plantation.
Yeah, exactly.
You own a slavery. We tried to get rid of the slavery for 400 years.
Yeah.
Now you owning a Haitian.
Yeah.
But what the gentleman was just saying, there's 11 million people just south of us.
Yeah.
There's only 400 people there, not even 500,000.
Yeah.
If 1 million people out of Haiti, they leave 10 million there who don't want to be there. If 1 million reach here illegally, we gone.
Yep.
Where are we going to go?
And sometimes I feel like 1 million here. No disrespect, but sometimes I feel like 1 million here.
But the man said it's more said in y'all the other day. He came on the radio.
Uh-huh.
The man said, don't start nothing that we can't finish.
Yeah.
That's an outright threat to us that if we start something the way they kill you, throw tire on you in the middle of the Bay Street, light your fire, and chop off your neck in public with a cutlass. We don't kill people like that in the Bahamas.
No, we don't. We're not that kind of people.
No. So you bring your culture here. If your lady come on the boat illegal with one, not even a boyfriend, a female came illegal, he met in the shantytown and produced a baby. All of a sudden, mommy illegal, daddy illegal, then we must let the baby be legal.
Baby illegal.
And when them babies start going up and having babies in the shantytown, what we can do then?
Yeah.
We going to run to Florida where Trump is saying, if you ain't from here, you're going back.
Yep.
Where we going to run?
There's nowhere to run. So this is your country, people, and we got to do something about it.
Why our governments, whether they be after them and this and that, okay, you come here to work, you come to work for 6 months, maybe a year, you go back.
Yeah.
And come back the right way.
Yes.
Don't come back landing on South Beach, right by the defense post, and then the next thing we know, you build a shanty town 4 miles east of the defense post on the South Beach. You ever notice where the shanty towns would be? On the south side. Anything on the north side where the white people live, from east to west to Life and Key. Ain't no shanty town on the north side, you know.
No. But that ain't why. It's why because you ain't.
The ridge from Fox Hill Ridge, Hawkins Hill, Champ Road, East Street, straight down to Life and Key. Everything on the south side is where the poor and the illegals live. All on the north side is the elites, the foreign whites, and the foreign immigrants. They live on the north side. They got all the beautiful beaches. They got all the shops down Bay Street, all the hotels on the north and the south side.
Thanks, Sparky. You had the last say. That's my time. You had the last say, Sparky. I so appreciate you. Let me read this text quick before we go. The Asian guy caught trying to break into Island Lock ATM out west was supposed to be deported after serving his time in jail. We need more judges to do likewise when these immigrants have no citizenship, even work permits. And finally, hold on. That's it. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for texting. Thank you for the calls. We can take a quick break for the news. When we get back, we can talk some sports. Baseball is back. See you in a minute.
Come on. Let me see what you can do. Come on, I'll take you to my island, show you lots of good time. I'll take you around the world and prove to you that you are mine. I'll buy you lots of things, buy you lots of diamond ring, and anything you want. That's why I have to sing. Been to Ilusha, been to Inagua, been there too. Been to Long Island and Grand Bahama and Walker's Key. So come go with me to Bay Money. Everybody, come on, let me hear you.
Craving something bold, fresh, and unforgettable? Tropical Gyros is your flavor-packed escape, a Carib-Greek fusion born right here in Nassau. From juicy grilled salmon, chicken, and pork gyros to loaded bowls, fresh salads, wings, and more. There's something for fine tropical gyros at any of their locations: JFK Plaza, Rosetta Street, Port Lucaya Freeport, or their franchise spots on Prince Charles Drive, Soldier Road West, Delaport, and Carmichael Road. Tropical Gyros, not just good food, it's an experience.
For fast, reliable, and impactful printing services, look no further. Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life. We stand by our quality products that is second to none. Our affordable pricing and friendly, efficient staff makes Printmasters the ultimate choice for all your printing needs. We can deliver any type of printing services, from banners to booklets to business cards. You name it, we can print it.
Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
Crunch boring lunches and enjoy real food at a real good price with KFC's value deals. For $5.95, you can get a famous bowl and drink or a one-piece chicken box. For max value, grab a value box. That's a piece of our iconic chicken, nuggets, cheesy mashed potato, a buttery biscuit, fries, a dessert biscuit, and soda, all for just $9.95. KFC value deals have got the crunch that you're looking for. KFC knows value, and it's finger licking good.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Talking Heads with Nazi and MJ is brought to you by Mahamar, Burger King, Easy Car Sales, Fine Threads, Island Luck, John's Department Store, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Prince Masters, and Tropical Gyros.
Welcome back to today Talking Heads here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. So happy to be here with you. Boy, a lot of stuff happening in the sports world, you know. I watched the President Trump's State of the Union address the other night, and he brought the whole U.S. Olympic hockey team that won the gold medal in the chambers to meet the people. And that team played, and I watched parts of the championship game against Canada. And Canada beat them every rush. This is the first time the Americans won the gold medal in ice hockey since 1980. And they had a goalkeeper, I can't remember his name right now. That brother is good. And he's never had the opportunity to play for a Stanley Cup. But he was on the main stage. Outside of the Stanley Cup, I think the Olympic and the World Hockey Championships are the three. Stanley Cup, World Hockey Championships, and Olympics. They're the three big things. He performed. He was in the limelight, and I watched him make some saves. That made me proud. The women won theirs as well. Congratulations out to them. So, because this is a warm weather country, we don't get into it. But remember I tell you, I like curling. So I've been watching a little bit of that as well. So it's been exciting to see that. We won't have today in sports history today. My bad. But I promise you next week we'll have it. My some reason I'm not. It's not my what I usually get hasn't come to me today. So I have to apologize to you for that. But football. Free agency starts on March the 13th. The combines start tomorrow. And the combines is where all the college players come and show their skills. They do a 40-yard dash. They do a vertical jump. The wide receivers do catching drills. The running backs do running drills. There's a strength test on weightlifting strength test for the linemen and others. It is where you get to see, and this is where some players rise, their stocks rise. For the draft. The draft is in April. This is where the stocks rise. And some people you may say, he don't look like much. And then he come to the combines and just blow you away. And then I'm moving from a third-round pick to a second-round pick, or a second-round pick to a late first-round pick, or even a late first-round pick to an early first-round pick. And the draft is in April. It's 7 rounds. And, you start from the worst team in the league to the best. And then you go to the second round. And then the third round, the end of the third round, some teams get what they call supplement picks. And what that means is if you lose a player to another team via free agency, and that player plays X amount of games, you can get a third or fourth round pick as the to make up for that loss that you had. So then you have the fourth, fifth, then the supplement draft, the fourth round, the supplement draft, and then the fourth round, fifth, sixth, and then seventh round. So it's for me as a football fanatic, a naughty. It's the process. That moving into that, watching the combines, talking about some players, and then free agency starts. You'll see some things, and then you'll see some players after the football year begins June 1st. So that's where you'll see some moves happen. And so for you Miami Dolphin fans, don't look for Tua to go anywhere right now. He's not going to be a Dolphin. He won't be a Dolphin, I don't think. That's Purley's prediction, and I'm hearing a lot of talk about it. He won't be a Dolphin, but they won't get rid of him until probably after June 1st if they don't get a chance to trade him before that. But the way it looks, don't look like anybody, and there are any teams out there that want him. All right, but you never know. You never know. That could happen. Because if the Dolphins were to, now, take note, they have $305 million to spend every year. 305. So when you deduct what everybody else is already who signed in it, then right now I think the Dolphins get a little over 10, maybe close to $20 million they can spend right now, which means they can probably sign one or two players. If they take Tua, it'll be a $99 million hit right out, and that'll kill them. Right now it's a $50 million hit because of his contract, and if they keep dropping him after June 1st, you add another $15 million to that, and then that's it. So I think that they're going to end up probably cutting him. I don't see anybody trading for him right now, knowing what the salary is. And even if the Dolphins was to strike a deal and say, we'll pay this part of the salary if you take him, Ray, it don't make much sense to the Dolphins because he's still stuck with that money on your books. So let's look to see. Let's look to see what happens. Hey, my brother, what's happening?
Tell you Tua was trash. I tell you.
Man, I know. Wait, listen. I know you was gonna call and tell me that, you know.
I tell you, he was garbage from day one.
You did.
From
You
day
did.
one.
You did say that. Mystery, you did say that. You did say that. And I got to give you the credit for that. You have said that.
And the thing about it is, no, the league don't want him.
And I said it this night. I don't think there's any team. From what I'm hearing, I don't think there's anybody who may want to sign him.
No one want him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he need to go into the sunshine and.
But somebody's going to take him. You know what? You say that, but I think, we thought Baker Mayfield was garbage. And we thought his career is finished. He ended up going over to Tampa Bay and looking good. You may find a team that picks him up and he may be a decent quarterback.
You got a different situation with Tua.
Uh-huh.
How many concussions?
Yeah, too many.
Okay.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield he wasn't like that.
You're correct.
That's a different situation altogether.
Yeah. But don't build up no hopes for your team this year now. We can be a bottom 10 team this year.
That's what I was about to ask you. We don't have nothing coming by way of franchise quarterback. Nothing coming?
Well, there's the talk that the Dolphins may try get Malik Willis. All right. I heard a podcast today mean that he may be out of the touch because he's talking that he wants some big money and the Dolphins probably only could get him between 10 and 15 million. I don't think he's worth more than 15 million right now because he got to prove himself.
Well, he was off the radar for a while.
We're going to be off even further. The Dolphins are the new management, and I like what they're doing. And some people want to see us win now, but they're gutting the team. They're getting rid of a lot of big contracts. They're getting rid of a bunch of old heads, and we're gonna have a young team next year, an inexperienced young team. Hopefully, they'll be a competitive team, but I don't look for the Dolphins to make the playoffs for maybe for the next 2 years.
This new coach, how long is his contract?
I think he signed a 3 or 4 year contract, but that don't mean that they can fire you after 1 year. Don't mean nothing.
Yeah, that's what I.
But my whole thing about it is if the Sullivan, who's the general manager, if he comes out and he puts, this is what we're gonna do. We're not gonna do much in year 1. We're gonna get better in year 2, and in year 3 we compete for the division. I can live with that.
Mm-hmm.
I can live with that. If you're telling me that up front, don't sell me no dream. Gaslight me and make me believe I can have a good team in 2026 when I know I can have a good team in 2026.
No, can't.
And then the fact is that and what they're trying to do is do things that in a year, 2 max, will clear up a lot of money so that we can spend some money in year 3 to bring some quality players in along with our good draft picks. People are calling for Achane for a trade and for Waddle. I don't think the Dolphins are going to trade them. I think they're going to be the nucleus of the team, even though some people say, well, by the time the Dolphins become a good team, they're going to be, but you're going to need some veteran leadership on your team. And I think that's what you're going to see happen.
Yeah, you can't trade them, man.
Yeah.
We need to keep them. We need to keep. If it's any two players we need to keep, it's Achan and Waddle.
It's him. It's about 5 players. I can't remember the other 3 names on the top of my head. I think Robert is one of them. There's about 5 players. Chop Robinson is another one. I would build my team around those 5 players. You know, the Dolphins need they're gonna need a tight end. They're gonna have a need another wide receiver. They're gonna need an offensive lineman. They're gonna need edge rushers. So it's gonna be what I'm gonna be interested and excited to watch is how they maneuver this draft. And if they make so, I think Mika Fitzpatrick will be traded to get some draft picks, which will give the Dolphins already got I think 8 picks. So they'll and they got like 5 picks in the first 3 rounds, which is awesome.
Okay. I think the Dolphins can be at the bottom of the barrel for another 5 years.
I don't know if it's that long. I would say the next 2 seasons, 26, 27. I think by 28, we'll see a turnaround. 28, we'll just be catching ourselves. Yeah, but they could, based on how things work and how they could be a contender by 28 if they do everything right this year and next year. If they do everything right, that's the key.
All right, we'll see.
Good to hear your voice, Mishy. Always a pleasure, man. All right?
All right.
Take care, my brother. You have a great day. Call you on the air. How you doing?
Yeah, Prince, what's going on?
Buff, what's happening? Boy, what's going on with your heat?
Hey, I got a couple of extra knees in the storeroom, man. What color your knees? I want you to look like them Jamaicans. I want you to have a Conky Joe knee and a black leg.
No, I good.
Yeah.
Hey, behave, Buff. What's up?
What's going on with the heat? Man, I know someone who you have no problem with their knee. What y'all do, Pritchard, man? What y'all do, Pritchard, Sunday night, man? Why Pritchard is killing y'all like that Sunday night?
Muff. Muff, I cuss.
And then,
I cuss.
The next game after that, Luka's supposed to take the shot, man. I know you give that to LeBron to take the shot because y'all's the lowest 2 on the road. Now, what's going on with the Heat? But Kevin Porter Jr., I hate him.
Okay.
I hate him. You see how he's killing us?
Yeah, he is doing, yeah.
Yeah, I see him in another game last night again, killing everything again, too. With the Bucks, that's a big pickup for the Bucks.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's really doing well.
Yeah, he doing well. Now, Pearly, Sunday night, doing the halftime show, when they revealed the Pat Riley trophy.
Yes.
When they had the Showtime Lakers there.
Yeah.
How come the 1978 number 1 draft pick was in there, man? Michael Sweet Bells Thompson.
He came late in the Showtime era, you know.
Oh.
He wasn't with Kareem. Remember now? I think he came for the 3rd championship. I can't remember. I got to check it out. He wasn't original. It wasn't the original.
No, but it was still under Pat Riley's 4 championship rings, right? He used to get one or 2 of them, right?
Yeah, but I know he's a color commentator for the Lakers, so he might have been up in the booth.
Yeah, because I hear when he say he apologized for someone else who couldn't make it. I can't remember, but he didn't say nothing.
I think it was Michael Cooper, if I remember. It was something. I think it was Cooper who didn't make it.
Yeah, I think it was Cooper. I think it was Cooper who was in there.
Yeah. Did you see when AC Green give Byron Scott an elbow in the gut?
Right. Yeah. And Byron Scott used to stay over here, man.
He's coming along. Him and Jeff Rogers are very good friends.
Couple times, man. I talked to him couple times.
I met him as well. Yeah, him and Jeff Rogers are very good friends.
Right, very good. But Pearly, tonight is the only night I ain't gonna be pulling for VJ, boy. VJ, I ain't pulling for you.
Y'all playing them tonight, eh?
Yeah, we got them tonight. Okay. So this is the only night, VJ, I ain't playing you guys for 0 points tonight, VJ. he ain't got no blocks, no slams, no nothing like VJ. You my boy. I pull for you for every other game you're playing, but not tonight.
I pull for him for every game except 2. The 2 we play the Lakers.
Yes. But talking about the Dolphins, I see them saying with the JGM say the best thing with them is really probably trade or something like that for the $54 million. But we can't afford Pickens, and we can't give him that $87 million.
No, we can't give him that. No.
Yeah.
Because we ain't got that. We ain't got that right now in the books. You talk about the game.
Yeah, that's true. Because he having problems with Naughty them right now and things like that thing.
Well, they want
to sign him for a year at a time.
I think they want to franchise him, if I remember correctly.
Right.
And and see, you can see why Pittsburgh traded him.
Yeah.
You're going to see now why Pittsburgh traded him. Naughty, you're going to see why Pittsburgh traded him.
Yeah, he was saying that. Yeah, my 2 Pittsburgh boys saying that too. They say that too. You'll see why we get rid of him, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we looking, like you said, a good quarterback, some tight end and the corners and things.
We need
but
some
it's
work.
like a rebuilding process.
Yeah,
But
so Muff, I know you think we can win every game. We're not going to win many games this year.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's the confidence I want to have just with the team.
And I admire that.
Right. Because then you say you got to think positive and think what if you think negative, what your team could be negative. If you think positive, that's what in life and all. You got to think positive.
Yes.
If you want things to happen.
That's true, my brother. That's true.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Yeah, man. I get ready for the big game tonight.
You need to come hail me one day soon, man.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, man. No problem. I call you.
All right.
You know what that. Let's see a weekend. Let's see a weekend right
All
now.
right. Okay, brother.
All right.
Good to hear your voice. I have a question to put out there. What's going on with our Lakers? What's going on with the Lakers? They seem to be going in Boston going in one direction, the Lakers going in the next direction. And it you know, I strongly believe, I hope, I pray, I believe that this will be his last year as a Laker. This will be his last year as a Laker. Because this Laker team, the face of the team is Luka. We know that. Luka don't play Luka plays no defense. LeBron plays, he can't, but it ain't gonna be Luka. Know that much. Call you on the air. How you doing?
Hey, Captain Pearly.
My brother, what's happening?
Radio man, boy. You know, we had to put a little spiking on yours, but the Lakers look good, you know. I mean, you think it's LeBron last year?
It better. Well, he doesn't have. This is last contract with the Lakers right now, so he's gonna be. He's automatically a free agent at the end of the season.
Yeah.
So you know, I don't know, and I would hope the Lakers don't be crazy. But let me put it this way: if the Lakers re-sign him, it ain't gonna be for that kind of money.
Oh man.
What he making now, and he wants that kind of money, so he needs to find somebody else to go. The Lakers is good. Come here and give you the league, the veteran minimum and come play. Because you know, but LeBron needs, my opinion, LeBron needs to sit down while his legacy is still good. The longer he stays on, the worse his legacy is going to get, and he's going to start saying, this is an old dude who don't want to sit down, go sit down, and that's what's going to happen. So I pray that the brother understands what needs to happen and go out, man, in the glory. And I think that he's going to go back to Cleveland. This is my prediction. He's going to go back to Cleveland next year and do the retirement tour where they rock the game, a rocking chair and a gold watch and all that kind of things before he says, I'm done.
What you think with my boys? You know, Boston.
But y'all look good. Listen, I am impressed with Boston. I am very impressed.
Boston look good, but that trade we made get that fellow who been in the league almost 20 years himself.
Yeah, but that's all right. But he ain't come there. He ain't come there as no leader. He come there as a role player, which is fine.
Better. I'll say this: it's better. We should have keep a man who we let go on to Golden State. We should keep Harper.
Or Pozinga?
You know what I mean? Eh?
You mean Pozinga? That's what you're talking about?
No. The other guy from the Dominican Republic. What is it? Horford.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking. I can pronounce. Yeah.
Horford better than that fellow we pick up, man.
Yeah, but Boston looks good. And think about this now. Your best player is Tatum. He's not on the team. And y'all in the money. Boy, Jason, listening to me. I really don't want to say this, but let me say it. Y'all can't be a contender for the Eastern Conference Championship. I don't think you could beat San Antonio or OKC. The next, let me tell you this. I pick OKC the next back in the championship. That's my prediction. But I won't be surprised if Boston upsets them, and I won't be surprised if San Antonio upsets OKC.
The next thing, it's just that we can't beat them. Now we could beat Miami.
Well,
we get ready for you to them back down.
I ain't gonna say nothing because I don't want Muff as my friend because I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna hold that. I ain't gonna hold that comment on that one. I think what I like about the Knicks. Don't worry what you see in regular season. When playoff time come around, the Knicks step their game up. And that game that night I watched them against was I think Houston, where Brunson hit 3 clutch buckets. That's what they do. That is what they do.
And they get inside. And they got a talented team. If you see the players they got, man.
They got a talented team. But I'm impressed with Brown. With Brown, let me tell you. He's my MVP for the season. He's my MVP for the season. Him or the kid out of Detroit. They my 2 favorites for the MVP this year.
Look good, boy.
They look good.
I can be honest with you. I ain't gonna right after this. I'd rather we play Detroit than the Knicks. I'm serious. I'd rather we play Detroit than to play you.
I hear that. Detroit got a good young team. All right, brother. Good to hear your voice. You have an awesome young team. We can take our first break. Well, this has been great. This is Pearly here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. It's the Talking Heads Thursday. We're talking sports. We get back, we talk some more sports, and we get into the picks for the night. I am so excited about baseball. This only spring training, and I'm excited. We'll be right back.
Forget them flower, forget them check. You know it's Tommy, get the respect. AP is hot, we sitting close. Breeze on your lip, that's how I know. You is my person, that ain't no secret. You share wing, I might keep it. Love buckets.
8 tasty pieces of chicken, thighs and legs for just $20. Add a large side for $5. This February, love deserves a bucket. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Put more money back in your pocket with the Fidelity Debt Consolidation Loan. Why pay more when you can pay less? Reduce your monthly debt payments down to one low, easy payment. Apply for a Fidelity Debt Consolidation Loan today. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
Over half a century, Hongxi has been reserved only for heads of state and world leaders. It wasn't just a car, it was a privilege. Easy Car Sales is proud to bring that distinguished heritage to the Bahamas. A new era in luxury electric, rooted in absolute prestige. It meant freedom from the gas pump and first-class craftsmanship. Visit Easy Car Sales to see if you're ready for a taste of royalty.
Craving something bold, fresh, and unforgettable? Tropical Gyros is your flavor-packed escape, a Carib-Greek fusion born right here in Nassau. From juicy grilled salmon, chicken, and pork gyros to loaded bowls, fresh salads, wings, and more. There's something for every craving. Find Tropical Gyros at any of their locations, JFK Plaza, Rosetta Street, Port Lucaya Freeport, or their franchise spots on Prince Charles Drive, Soldier Road West, Delaport, and Carmichael Road. Tropical Gyros, not just good food, it's an experience.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
And welcome back to Talking Heads Thursday here on Guardian Radio. This is your boy Pearly in the house. So good to be here. I got a caller. I'm going to let me read these couple of texts. Good day. Question, where will the Lakers end up? The Lakers going to make the playoffs, but I think they're going to be a first-round exit. I don't see the Lakers getting to the Western Conference Championship. I don't see them beating Houston. I don't see them beating OKC. Definitely can't beat San Antonio. All right, and some other teams up top there. They don't play defense. And when playoff time come around, it's not just scoring. You got to play some D. And LeBron and Luka doesn't play defense, and LeBron doesn't play defense. DeAndre, I love you, brother, but he ain't protecting the rim like I thought he would. So the Lakers should be a first-round exit. If they do, they'll get beat in the second round, but they ain't going no further than that. Was he trash when he entered the league, or could have been more psychologically affected by the concussion than anyone knows? Can't be the man for getting injured. No, actually, Tua was a great quarterback at Alabama. All right, he worked and led them to championship. He did well. All the talk the season before that with the Lakers was tanking for Tua. Everybody wanted Tua. Got there and had them concussions. He had a great first couple of years, you know. He was a very accurate passer, and he put up a lot of numbers. And then the concussion come, then the next one come, and I think he's afraid to get hit. I think he's afraid to get a concussion, and it's like that. You ain't gonna happen. Call you on the air. How you doing?
I agree to everything what you say.
Okay.
What you talking about would impress you, let me tell you what impressed me. And this one for Naughty. MJ San Antonio Spurs. Last night that game make 10 straight.
Yeah.
To win.
Yeah.
10 straight.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
West got to go through the Spurs.
You think
and
so?
OKC ain't want to see the Spurs because they 0-4 against the Spurs.
And I've seen that happen, and then when it really counts.
And then I think the finals, if it don't be San Antonio and Detroit, because Kate Cunningham,
Yeah, that kid-
if
that
he
kid
ain't the
awesome.
MVP for the league,
Yeah.
but yeah, something wrong. But I see them come back last night. Must see from Don. Must see 15.
Yeah, that
To
boy,
win
that brother
game.
put on a game last night. Yeah.
Yeah, he put on a game last night. But the Spurs, with Hassel and Castle and all of them, boy, and Yambi and Fox, boy, that's the team in the NBA to beat.
You believe that? You really believe
Yes,
that?
I really believe that. But they look good. I watch them. And that team, defense, offense, they got so much shooters. They got so much weapons.
Yeah.
You know, everyone can, and everyone can shoot. Hey, you can shoot the tree. Everyone shooting the tree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even
But-
Yambi.
Yeah.
Yambi hitting the logo tree, isn't it? Wait, MJ, hey, put it on Naughty up.
Wait, listen, Naughty.
And you all winning.
She killing Naughty, but she rubbing that in the Naughty, but he ain't that. Yeah. She rubbing that in it. But I'll tell you this before you go.
Huh?
To be the champion, you got to beat the champion. They beat OKC. I don't know. We'll see.
Mama, they beat them in the cup. They beat them in the
Yeah,
regular
but
season game. They beat them.
OKC when they gonna be healthy when playoff time come around, and there's a big there's a difference from regular season to playoff season.
Now, Isaiah Joe, he can't on bad.
Yes.
He have a 3-4 point players in one game. He shooting that tree like crazy.
Yeah,
He have the record right now. But
Yeah.
all the injury with Shea out last night, Hungren was out, Williams is out. Man, but 5 of them was out last night. I think that will affect them coming up into the playoff. Man.
No, I think they can be healthy by then. I always say, I'd rather be hurt in February than be hurt in May, June.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I hope they don't be able to rid them because why they hurting up on the bench getting rusty for Detroit and the Spurs can on back.
Yeah, impressed with that.
Really
boy.
impressed. He got to be the MVP for the.
Well, I don't know. I'm impressed with him, and you know, I wouldn't be mad if he get it. I won't be upset. But Brown and Boston, what he's put the team on his back, and with Tatum out, he's carried that team to being a contender right now.
Yeah, I know Boston get up in second seed anyhow. I don't know even know
Because
they
that
get up
Brown
there.
getting
I see them up there.
off. That brother playing some basketball. He's toting that team with him. He's showing his leadership.
I'm with Pritchard too. Like I tell you,
Yeah,
Pritchard
man,
the killer.
yeah.
You all the Laker killer. Yeah, man. With that team like by Boston. Anyhow, we got to see them couple times in the East too. Anyhow, all
right, brother.
boy. Look here. All right, boss.
All in time. A texter in reference to two. I think so too. I think it's psychological. You know, texter, when you and looking at him and watching him play, and I watch my Dolphins, and I have a couple of podcasts. I follow them. I listen to the podcast. I listen to the coach press conferences and all that. You know, back all the way for years. And what I see in Tua is like he's timid. He's afraid, and I think that's messing with his confidence. And you know, I don't know. Maybe he needs another place to go another place. And then Miami offensive line wasn't the best anyway. And people kept saying last year there's the worst room in the team. The offensive line was the worst between that and the cornerbacks and all that stuff. Now it's the edge rush and everything. So I have to agree with the texter that I believe with my heart and soul that Tua, I hate to say he's washed up. I hate to have to say that, but I'm concerned. And so the Dolphins got to make a move, and you can't keep him there with all that money. I mean, and Mystery, boy, you're right, Mystery. You ain't got to rub it in every time, all right? You ain't got to rub it in every time. But that big $54 million contract is a hindrance. A lot of people at the time, but he was. You had to make a decision or lose him. And I think they were afraid to lose him, looking at what was out there. But now you're gonna lose him anyway. And you got a ton of money stuck on you, $99 million if you get rid of him today, or $67 million if you get rid of him in after June 1st, and another $30 million next year. That hurts, and you know that's why personally, and these people talking and getting on my Dodgers. I'm not for a salary cap in baseball. I don't believe in it. I know. You know, I'm not for it. Spend the money. You know, I am a firm believer. I come to see the players. I come to see the owners. I don't care what the owners. I come to see the players, and then I glance over the cheerleaders every once in a while. But I really come to see the players. Come to see. I come to see. If I go to a Laker game, I want to see Luka. If I go to a Dodger game, I want to see Otani. I want to see Mookie Betts. I want to see Freddie Freeman. That's who I come to see. I ain't come to see Dave Roberts, the manager. Nobody make the right moves, but I came to this game to see these brothers play. If I go to a football game, I want to see Achan. I want to see Waddle. If Tua is my quarterback, I want to see him. I ain't come to see Mr. Ross. I don't care what Mr. Ross does. He already got his money. I want to be able to enjoy a good game. I want to be able to see players who I came to see. So that is why I have a problem in the NBA doing this rest management or this management resting players and not playing them. And you come to the game and you come to see a certain player and he ain't playing today. I want my money back. Because you ain't spending no $20 to see no game or $5 to see no game. You spend $100+ to see a game, and if I can give you $100+ and I ain't getting by myself, so two of us can spend over $200 and some to see a game. I want to see who I came to see. I want to see that game. I don't want to see the scrubs. I don't want to see the reserves. That's why I don't go to preseason games, because the stars only get 1 at bat or 2 at bats, and then the fellows who trying to make the team, and I don't go to preseason game unless I just want to chill and watch baseball. But if I know I'm going to Miami and I know the Dodgers are in town and they're in town in September, and I go to the stadium, September 12th, 13th, 14th, somewhere around there. Yeah, I know the schedule. I go in and I can look Otani pitching on Saturday night. I go into that game. And if Otani pitch, I vex. I want to see Mookie Betts bat. I want to go to the game early and watch batting practice. I want to watch them warm up. I want to say, hey! I want to be able to do that. All right, so when you, and particularly fellas like us, when you spend our hard-earned money, you come to see the players. So I don't care what the owners do. So I believe in paying the players. And if this player can drive people to my gym, to my stadium, to my baseball park, then you pay him. Because that's what we're coming to see, okay? That is who we're coming to see. So let's get into these picks, I believe. Oh, boy. Let's get into these picks real quick. We don't do a lot today. So let's look at who's playing today. And we've got, what is baseball? Everybody playing today, baseball. The Heat at the Sixers. Sixers are 3.5-point favorites. They in Philadelphia. Sorry, I got to go with the Sixers tonight. I'm going to take the Sixers in the points. The Hornets at the Indiana Pacers. The Hornets are 12.5-point favorites. I'm going to take the Hornets and the money line. The Spurs are 10.5-point favorites over the Nets. I'm going to take the points. The Rockets are 2.5 points over the Magic. That Magic playing good basketball. I'll take the Rockets and the points today. The Wizards over the Hawks. I'll take the Hawks tonight and the money line. I will take the Trailblazers over the Bulls tonight, and I'll take the points on them, 4.5-point favorites. The Dallas Mavericks, 7.5 points over the Kings. I don't know which Kings are coming out. I don't know which Dallas team is coming out. Just take Dallas and the money line. And then we have the New Orleans Pelicans, who are 6.5-point favorites over the Jazz. I will take the Pelicans tonight and the money line. I ain't trusting them like that. And the Minnesota Timberwolves, 8.5-point favorites over the LA Clippers in LA. I don't know, boy. I'm going to take the Timberwolves to win this game. Ant-Man is looking good, but that's 8.5 points. That's a lot. I mean, it could be a blowout, or it could just go to the limit. We'll see. But it's good. It's good to know that baseball is back. They're the picks. Take them. Brought to you by Island Games. Gamble responsibly. The Dodgers are pretty much undefeated in preseason. I don't like that too much. Usually we be like 1-4 right now. We 5-0 right now. But at least the young kids are doing this. These are the young kids. That shows you what the future of the Los Angeles Dodgers are. We have a great future. We just beat the Red Sox 7-6 right now. And that's only preseason, so it really don't mean that much to you. It really doesn't mean that much, but it was a good game. Freeman had at first had a good at bat, and that's pretty. Teoscar had a decent at bat as well. Will Smith hit a home run today. Hassan Kim hit a home run today. So Ha-Seong Kim is looking pretty good on second base right now, so I'm excited to see what goes on there. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the texts. Thank you for the calls. It's been a great day. Please stay safe out there. Enjoy these couple of days of warm weather because I think another cold front coming in next week. I'll be back here at 5 o'clock tomorrow with Naughty. And don't forget to check us on the press box on Sunday at 11 a.m. where we're going to talk all sports, talk about the NFL combines, get into what's going on in the NBA and play as we get closer to the playoffs, and talk about what's happening in baseball as we get closer to the start of the season. And remember, on March 4th is the World Baseball Classic, where all the teams, Japan, United States, Mexico, Canada, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Great Britain, with 8 Bahamians on the team, will be there. That's a great thing to look at. Take care. Have a great day. Be safe out there. This is Pearlie on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM saying so long. We'll see you next time.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy bikes. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances, so come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
The fried chicken experts are back with a brand new way to enjoy your favorite sandwich. Introducing the Wrap Star. Crunch into the Wrap Star, full of flavor and wrapped in a warm grilled tortilla for that perfect crunchy bite. A classic made modern that's crunchy, melty, and grilled to perfection for all the journeys of your day. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Join the Ultra family! Online signups are here, and it's ultra fast. Start winning from your phone. Sign up online in minutes and jump straight into the action at ultragames.com. And right now, when you sign up in February, you're entered for a chance to win a car. That's right, a car. No long lines, no stress. Just click, sign up, and start playing. Ultra Games. Start winning ultra fast. Must be 18 or older. Ultra Games reminds you, it's only a game, so game responsibly.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
We stumbled upon Mel Kiper. Not actually Mel, but his most recent mock draft.
Yeah, 2.0.
Yeah. I want to make certain and make it clear, we are not here to mock Mel's draft.
We don't mock mocks. No.
We're not mocking drafts. We're going through
I want to mock
Mel's
draft.
mock.
You know, it's like this is one every single day. Like tomorrow is 3.0. And Friday is... Is today Thursday? What's today?
Today is Thursday.
Saturday, I want 4. Like I want mocks every single day until the actual
You're gonna
draft
mock people
starts.
out though, bro. That's gonna be
no.
too much
It's mock draft season. This is what I want. Feed it to me.
You do realize that every ESPN.com and every NFL.com editor has pitched that to their draft people,
To have
and
it
all
every
the
single
draft
day?
people collectively push back. No. I don't want that. That's why you have a lot of NFL.com mock drafts that are pushed out by people in the newsroom that even when we worked in the newsroom, we'd go, well, I don't know this person. Wait, this person has a mock draft online?
That's right.
Because I would get a call from people in Cleveland or wherever going, hey, can you get me in contact with this person? Because our local sports talk radio show wants to have this person on because I can't believe they had us taking this guy at 24.
Exactly.
I'm like, I've worked here for 13 years. I don't know who this person is. But evidently they have a mock draft on NFL.com.
I was there 5 years. No one asked me to do a mock once.
That's a shame. Maybe that was a sign.
What's that tell you?
Gotta look at Mel Kiper's most recent mock
Yeah,
draft.
let's do it.
Mock draft. Do we need to do Fernando Mendoza at 1?
No, it feels like that's a foregone conclusion at this point. But Caleb Downs, too. There you go. That's spicy.
So let's discuss that. Caleb Downs was just sitting here. I loved his glasses.
Yeah.
I loved his answers.
He kind of looked like Bryce James a little. Did you pick him on that?
I can see that.
Yeah, right?
I also think he is the safest pick in this draft. Jeremiah Love maybe would be the other. But I think Caleb Downs is by far the safest pick in this draft.
Why is that?
Well, you saw the guy, you heard the guy, and you
He's
turn on the tape,
impressive
he's a great football
in all
player.
aspects.
Now, we might get out of here in Indianapolis, and you go, because he's only doing the meetings. Why didn't he do the drills? Is he afraid of the... Forget about that.
No.
Put on the tape.
I'm with you. It felt like when he was one of those kids, if he could have went in the first round after his freshman year, and then after his sophomore year, he would have went in the top 15. But, rules dictate he's got to do the 3 seasons at Ohio State. And, now after his 3rd season, he's a top 5 player. Mel's got him 2. You agree? You say safest. I've just talked myself into it. I'm with you.
Okay. I don't think there's any way on earth he goes 2.
Probably
Jets
not.
need a lot, right?
And that's not a slam on him.
Right.
I just think that at 2, you need impact players, and they're going to talk themselves out of a safety. And they're going to go for an edge rusher or an Arvell Reese or whoever.
Pushing back a little? Or
Maybe you could do that if somebody really wants him. But I also don't think that this is a draft, after being here all week, where anybody truly wants to trade up. And if they do, you're not going to that you would have in years past. No one wants to give up 2027 picks. Yeah. We talked ad nauseum, and we will for the next 8 weeks, that nobody wants to trade out of next year's first round.
Right.
I like Caleb Downs. I think he's the safest pick. I was having this conversation earlier today, and somebody pushed back and said maybe they do take him because he is the safest pick and because, hey, just hit a double. We have 5 first-round picks over the next 2 years, so just hit a double. I don't have to hit a home run. So maybe he is the guy. I don't think
more than a double, though, right?
Right, but he's safe. Like,
But
I know
a double is the floor. You know what I mean?
Right. Double's the floor.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
David Bailey at 3. I'm good with that. Arvell Reese or Vel. At 4. I'm sorry. Bailey at 3. Arvell Reese at 4.
The first
Fano
tackle
at
doesn't
5.
go until 5. Okay.
And then you have Carnell Tate at 6. I like Carnell Tate at 6. Everyone in Cleveland would love, I'm talking Browns fans and Buckeye fans, would love the weapon. You need people that can score the football, but they badly need offensive line. If Fano and Tate are there, like if your number 1 wide receiver and your number 1 O-lineman are both there.
That's the Bengals conundrum from a few years ago where it was
Correct.
Jamar Chase
Right.
or Penei Sewell.
Yeah.
Or if you have 2 out of 3 between Fano Mauigoa, the right tackle from Miami, and Carnell Tate, I honestly don't know what the Browns do.
And if you don't know,
we're 2 months away.
We're not going to know because you got.
I mean,
boots
you're
on
in the
ground,
building.
man.
You're in the building.
What's it? Can you say what it's like there? What people are thinking? I know you can't give too much.
They need an offensive line. They still don't know if Joel Bitonio is going to play another season. They have a deadline of March 10th, right at the start of the new league year. Free agency is 2 weeks away. But in that time, whether or not he wants to come back and play another season. And if he does, it doesn't take offensive line out of your draft at all, because realistically, even if he comes back, you have only 3.5. You have 3.5 starting positions you need to fill. DeJuan, like there's this idea that all 5 guys are gone. That's not true. You have DeJuan Jones coming back from injury, and he has been a starter for parts of 3 seasons, but has had trouble staying healthy. So one way or the other, he's going to be your left tackle, more likely your right tackle. The problem with this draft is that the best offensive linemen in this draft, the guys, Fano, Mauigoa, at the top of this draft, are right tackles. They're not left tackles.
Right.
And you have to decide, can I take a guy in Mauigoa and maybe play him at right tackle or right guard, or can I take Fano, who played left tackle early in his career, and flip him back over there? If I don't take my O-lineman here, do I like my O-lineman at 24?
Yeah,
that's what they have to figure out.
That's when you're like, okay, Carnell Tate's there. I know he's a number 1 wide receiver. Let's just go for it.
Yeah.
That could be it, right?
Okay, so they're going offense one way or the other. At 7, the Commanders have Sonny Styles. This is Mel Kiper's mock draft
Love
here.
that name.
The linebacker out of Washington. Tom Pelissero, who was in this chair earlier today. Tom was on NFL Network this morning and said that Sonny Styles, and I've heard the same thing.
No relation to AJ.
No relation whatsoever.
Thank you.
Is that a wrestling reference?
Yes.
Yeah, you know
I
he
have
doesn't.
no idea what you're talking about.
Fury Styles, or
It's all good. We got it. Let's keep it moving.
He's related to Lorenzo Styles.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, they
We're
are?
talking football here.
Okay, they are related.
Yes. Who's AJ Styles?
The phenomenal. He's a wrestler. One of the greatest of all time. Just retired.
I know not of the actors you speak.
Andrew has this weird thing with wrestling. We don't get
Keep
it.
going.
Weird.
It was just an aside for
it's
TJ.
a fun show.
I was literally making a joke for one
And
person.
it popped.
This is going to be the talk tomorrow morning. Write it down. Friday morning, your headline will be Sonny Styles destroys the combine. And Sonny Styles is going to go ahead of Caleb Downs. Doesn't mean he's going to be a better football player, but he is going to destroy the combine. This is my 2 cents, and we are 2 months out.
Okay.
He is going to be that good.
So you think he goes in the top 5?
Yes, I do. He is 6'5", or maybe he goes in the top 6. He's not going to go at 6. He's going to go in the top 7. I think he goes ahead of Caleb Downs. He is 6'5". He's 240 plus, and he is going to run and jump like nobody at his size at linebacker that we have seen in a long, long, long time.
So for people watching, Andrew, like who would be your Sonny Styles comp?
I don't know what. That's a great question. I don't know what a comp would be for him. He was a safety, and they moved him 2 years ago up to linebacker. As a sophomore at Ohio State, he's playing at that size. Now he's put on some weight at safety. Like he's a freight train.
It was like Mel Blunt out there.
No, thank you.
Yeah, he's a nightmare.
No, thank you.
He's football legacy, Buckeye legacy. He's going to be great. Mekhi Lemon at 8. Mel has Mekhi Lemon at 8. Jeremiah Love at 9. You know what's interesting here? Because we all know the Chiefs need a running back. And Jeremiah Love with Patrick Mahomes, I mean, that would be ridiculous.
we can't let that happen, Andrew. You know what I mean?
That's Brockman's
I
worst
think I
nightmare.
speak for just about 31 franchises when I say no. Jeremiah Love, no, you can't go to the Chiefs, bro.
There are a lot of people that think the Chiefs will be very active in the free agent running back market. So if Breece Hall comes free, they jump on him. If Kenneth Walker gets out the building,
he's going to get paid, right?
They jump on him.
Yeah.
Might have some competition from the Texans, the ladder for Kenneth Walker. But if not, Jeremiah Love to the Chiefs. Oh, baby.
Man.
They've been shopping in the discount aisle for the last 5-6 years at running back. If they go out and they get the blue chip back, look out.
Dynasty continues.
Yeah, because, I mean, you talk about the Saints being a good spot there with Alvin Kamara's future unknown. Do they jump ahead of New Orleans and go to 7 just to ensure that they get him? Is it that type of situation with Jeremiah?
question.
Or does someone come from the back end, middle, late, teens in that first round and jump ahead of Kansas City knowing that everyone thinks that he's a great spot for them?
I mean,
you could see some action here for Jeremiah
Absolutely.
Love.
And after Carnell Tate, is there a wide receiver that you love so much? There are a bunch of 5'11" wide receivers in this draft.
I'm 5'11".
I'm not drafting you top 10.
Thank you. That's kind of my point.
How are your hands?
Not bad.
Okay.
Not bad.
He was a quarterback, not a receiver.
I'm a little
Drew,
older
so,
these days, but,
He threw the ball. You didn't catch it.
No, exactly.
Continuing with Mel Kiper's mock draft.
Yeah, just saying.
He has Ruben Bain, and this was 2 days ago, Ruben Bain at 10 overall.
Yeah, this was before the arm length size reveal today. Yeah. You down with the short arm kings?
It absolutely means something, and people can laugh at it. I'm not tall. I don't have long arms. I'm not mocking anyone's arm size. Ruben Bain can rip my arms off right now. It would be Kevin Nealon in SNL. It's got to be disappointing for the big Russian, and I would be standing there with no arms. But let's give the context here from Matt Miller, ESPN's Matt Miller. At 30 7/8 for Ruben Bain, he would have the edge rusher drafted in the first round since at least, in other words, that means as far back as we can go, at least 1999. So you can say it means nothing, and I believe Ruben when he says that nobody brought it up in his meetings.
Right.
Right?
We
It's
had
not
him on
something to talk
yesterday.
about.
That's,
Right.
Reweighed as much.
Historical context, and I'm here for people breaking molds. Historical context tells you
he'd be the first.
He'd be the first.
Yeah.
Now, is that a Bengals thing to do? That is a Bengals thing to do.
Now, is that you as radio voice of the Cleveland Browns saying that, Andrew?
There's some snark there.
Okay, good.
But remember
I picked
last
up
year they
on
did
that.
exactly the opposite. They drafted Shamar Stewart out of A&M, who was height, weight, speed, built like a Greek god, with zero production. He had 3.5 sacks his entire college career, or the last year, whatever.
Right.
In 2 years. He had no production, and they took him. So this would be the exact opposite. This is the amazing production guy with very poor measurables.
Doesn't fit the measurables, right.
But is he the type of guy that you take those measurables and you kind of ball them up and you Kobe them into the trash and go, I watched
Kobe them in?
Yeah, you know when you throw in trash, you're like, Kobe! And you throw it in.
I've never done that, no.
Right.
Actually, it's a running joke in the Browns radio booth that whenever I turn around during a break to try to throw something, to try to Kobe something, if you will, into the trash.
You miss?
Oh, it is Brick City. Yeah.
What is this, a Masonry's convention?
It is Brick City. Okay. And when I do hit one, let's say right before kickoff,